Hi, I'm Richard Harmon, and you're watching Permanent Rain Press.
I am happy to be joined by Richard Harmon. How are you?
I'm well, happy to be here. Well, as well as, the current situations in the world will let me,
Yeah,
things are pretty,
as as best as can be.
things are pretty rough out there right now. But I mean, I'm healthy, family's healthy, so that's all that matters.
So, what have you and Rhiannon? I think you both have been in Vancouver this whole time. What have you been up to?
Rhiannon's playing Animal Crossing right now. She won't, she's just ignoring me. You gonna look at me? She's looking at me.
Gotta play that Animal Crossing. Is it Nintendo
Loves Animal-
Switch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, she loves Animal Crossing. I as well have been playing much Animal Crossing. Oh yeah, she wants me to say that she has a 5-star island, which is impressive. I have 4 stars, but I'll get there.
Eventually, yeah.
So yeah, playing a lot of Animal Crossing. Um, when things are kind of safe to do so, I've gotten a couple rounds of golf in here and there, which is good. I mean, it's a great, social distancing activity. You never touch anything but your own clubs and your ball, and you walk with 4 people. So that's it.
It is
So
good to get that fresh air.
it's been great to get the fresh air and get out there and a little bit of nature.
So I do have to congratulate you on your 2 Lieu Award nominations this year. Let's talk about Van Helsing first, where you played Max. He is a bit of a despicable guy, to say the least.
So I love him.
What emotions did you channel into him and his story?
Oh, I didn't channel anything. I literally just had fun. That character was purely I mean, coming into it, I was trying to figure out, like, where does he come from? Where's all this thing? I think we fit a little bit of humanity into him at certain points, but for the most part, I just wanted to treat him like he's just a person. Sorry. He's just a person that kind of, he sees humans as like playthings to him. So he just sort of, I was able to do whatever the heck I wanted anytime. And then it just sort of, the writers and then the directors let me do it, it was some of the most fun I've ever had in my career.
So you shared some great scenes opposite Jonathan, Vincent,
And,
Holly. So what was it like working with them?
oh, it was incredible. I mean, those guys are absolute veterans and professionals. So working with them, they were always down to play and have fun, especially having been on the show for a while that they had. Like someone like Vincent always just sort of, because we had a lot of torture scenes where I'm just torturing him, and he would let me take control of those scenes because he knew that was sort of like he was seeing me having a lot of fun and was like, yeah, let him sort of run this show right now, not the whole show, just the scene. But I can't thank either one of them enough, and Holly and Caroline and people like that. Like all of them are just so incredible, and allowing me go so crazy with that role. They made me feel very safe in being able to do so.
Having that freedom is always so nice as an artist, right?
Oh,
Like
for
there's
sure.
probably nothing that compares.
There isn't.
Show number 2, The 100, coming to a close. John Murphy has
Yeah.
grown so much over these 7 seasons. What has this character given you?
Oh boy, he's given me my life pretty much. I mean, everything. I realized towards my last day on the 100. Well, actually, it was my last day. I won't say when that was. And I made like a mini speech in front of the rest of the cast and crew, and I remember saying, and it was true. I said I looked around like the night before, and I couldn't see anything in my life that like the show didn't have its fingerprints all over. My friends, my girlfriend, like the apartment I live in, it's it was everything. It's given me everything. So John Murphy's given me everything. I have, and I'm sad to see him go, but I'm glad I get to watch for at least another couple of months to watch him go away.
So when the season had its premiere, there were a lot of people online commenting about Murphy's new haircut and his facial hair and that beard. I think
Yeah, I didn't have the mustache.
they were really liking his new look. Did you catch wind of any of these comments on
I
social media?
Yeah, I did catch wind of it a little bit. Sorry, there's just a baby crying.
Neighbors?
Yeah, my neighbors have a baby. Um, yeah, he's fine. Sorry, the question was, I got distracted.
His
Did I
facial hair,
catch,
his
did I
new
catch
look.
wind of any of that? Yeah, I did. I mean, which is nice. I remember, the days back in season one of being just very hated, and people would take any sort of shot they could, including my look and all that. Which is, I mean, I like that. He's the bad guy back then, and you're supposed to. So if any of that kind of stuff makes it like I'm doing my job. But now coming around and trying to be one of the good guys, it's cool that they liked my look. But I still wish I could have tried out the mustache.
Hey, there's always your next
There's
project.
always the next project. That's
Yeah.
right.
So your sister Jessica did tell us she directed an episode this season, and while your parents were very helpful to her during that process, you, on the other hand, to quote her, was useless. So A, what's your response to that? And B, working not just with your sister and co-star, but director Jessica, what was that like?
Useless, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I didn't want to give her any favors. So she can lean on other people all she wants. I didn't want to give her any damn favors. She didn't deserve them. So I think in all honesty, she did a great job, and it's something she loves. I can tell that she loves directing, possibly more than she loves acting. She loves that a lot. So I think she's gonna have a very, very, very good future in that. And I love her, but she was a good director. I've seen better. I've seen better.
Yeah, it's great that the show, though, does give their stars the opportunity to direct and have that experience. Obviously, that doesn't happen on
Yeah.
every project. Now, tell me a bit about, your relationship with the cast and those lasting friendships. As you mentioned, you would have never kind of met Rhiannon,
Yeah.
and so many of the people you're close with now.
Yeah.
What will continue on once the show's done?
I mean, I surely hope it'll continue on. We've been, so close for 7 years. We've had our ups and we've had our downs, as any, people who have spent that much time together and that closely together have had. Like I said, ups and downs. But we keep so close to each other and stay in such contact with each other. It's given me some of my best friends. Um, Yeah, I mean, I certainly hope you kind of when you leave that set for the last time, you kind of are like, hey, this will be like we'll continue on, but you know that naturally in life it's gonna be we're never gonna see each other as much as we did because we were there every day. We were both working together and we were spending time outside of work. So now it's just gonna be just spending time outside of work, and whenever we can make time to see each other, which I believe we will, but naturally it'll you won't get to spend as much time as you used to, which makes me sad. But life has to move on and that sort of thing, and life is always changing. But those people will always have such a special kind of place in my heart, and I hope that they would say the same thing about me.
Yeah, I hope. You
Yeah,
don't know for sure, but
I
you hope.
certainly don't know for sure.
So, what is your message to the fans who have been with the show, followed Murphy and his journey since day one?
I mean, thanks for sticking along for the ride. The ups and downs, and I think the message would have to be like, I hope through all the sadness and all the intensity of everything, I hope you had some fun because I know we did.
I think that the one question, or what fans are really hoping to see once the show finishes off, is will this group find peace and happiness? Because they have been fighting, fighting to survive for so long now. Would
Oh,
that be nice?
would it be nice? Would it make sense? How much happiness and peace do we deserve? I don't know.
That's a
Can't
big
say.
question, right?
I can't say. It's a big question. I think some will find, some certainly won't find peace, and some might.
To be
Peace, are-
determined.
Pieces are, yeah, TBD. Pieces are a hard thing to come by in the world of 100. That's for sure.
So you do have a new project coming out this Friday on video on
Yes.
demand, Darkness Falls. Tell me why people should tune into this film.
I mean, tune in because I think it's going to be a heck of a thrill ride. Tune in to see unbelievable actors. I'm not even speaking about myself. I'm talking like Gary Cole, who plays my dad in it, and Sean Ashmore. Lynn Shay is in it, like, and just a load of other people that are fantastic. So come for that. Come for the action.
You
The
don't look like
style,
you're a very nice character. It looks
I
like
mean,
you're
what
trying to
else?
take a small young boy in the
What else
trailer.
do? I'm not a nice guy.
As you mentioned, Gary Cole does play your father. He's such an experienced actor, so getting to kind of play off him and, it looks like the anger and the rage, that must have been a treat.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. I mean, getting to work with Gary, especially in a situation of him playing my father, was. I mean, it's a dream come true in a sense like that because I've been watching Gary Cole for years and loving him and everything I've seen him in. Uh, yeah, he was just such a pro.
You've worked with so many great actors. What do
Sure.
you think is your next project? Do you have your eyes or heart set on anything new?
I do have a project that I'm signed into right now that I was literally about to start when quarantine hit and we had to stop production. But I was literally just about to start. It was the next day I was going to start. I wrapped the 100 on Friday and I was going to start that movie on Monday. But that obviously got shut down. But the word is that they're coming back hopefully soon-ish when they can do so safely. I can't say what it is, but
Yeah.
I think because they've said that they might do a little release on that, so that'll be fun if they do. But I won't
As
say.
long as it's not a recast, right?
Yes, exactly. As long as they're not recasting it, um, it'll be it'll be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to shoot it.
So you did briefly appear in Recess Third Street as King Bob. If
They took my photo for it. Yes,
Yeah, if Jerome and the team come up with some great new material, is this a role that
I
you
would
would like?
absolutely come back for King Bob,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I grew up with Recess, so that would be something I would be very interested in
So, and we have a new question for you. Okay, Calvin
doing. I love
Klein.
these questions. These are my favorite ones.
Calvin Klein is creating a new cologne, the Richard. Describe your signature scent.
You want a part of this, Rhiannon? Which is? Well, my one that I wear is vanilla tobacco, but they want like my signature scent. I describe myself as there's a manly with a shut up with a hint of like a touch of like manly, but also like shut up, but fragile in its own in his own way. Manly but fragile in his own way. Yeah. You happy? Yeah, manly but fragile. Calvin Klein.